Hey guys, welcome to Learn QB and Allah channel. And first of all, thanks for being here. And we were discussing the questions on missing number series, right? And this is lesson 5 on it. The first four videos based on matrix based, and today's video about cycle based. And we'll have varieties of questions on this. And the future videos will be based on few more questions on cycle based, and then triangle based combination of figures. Some miscellaneous figures and high level questions also will have on all four varieties of questions. And these are the four lessons that I discussed so far. In missing numbers, lesson 1, all matrix based questions related to arithmetic operations. In lesson 2, all matrix based questions related to squares and cubes. In lesson 3, all matrix based questions related to powers, sum of rows, sum of columns, factorials, and some miscellaneous logic as well. And lesson 4 is dedicated for some of the important previous year questions we have. And today's lesson is about circle based, and these are the future videos as well. What are the ideas to solve the questions quickly? So these are the common ideas that we discussed already. Now, what are the ideas for circle based questions? What kind of questions you can typically see? The first logic is having full circle logic. What I mean to say is that let us take a circle. So in this, you might have connection between successive elements, logic between here to here, and then here to here, here to here. So that way, the logic will progress to get a final result. If this logic doesn't satisfy, then we should think in terms of semicircle logic. What do you mean by semicircle logic? We can split the circle into two semicircles somehow like this, or like this, or like this. Anyway, you can divide the semicircle, and you can think about sum of elements or product of elements, whatever the arithmetic operations or logics you have, you can do all of them and try to get the answer. And the third variety is pair segment. What do you mean by pair segment, friends? So if I divide like this and then like this, these two segments are called pair. Similarly, these two are a pair, these two are a pair, these two are a pair. And we will have sub-segment as well in each of the pair segment that we will see while solving the question. And fourth variety is called opposite segment logic, friends. What do you mean by opposite segment logic? So you can have connection between these two opposite elements, and then opposite elements, and then opposite elements, and then opposite elements. So you'll have, these are the four varieties of questions. So let us start quickly. You'll have some good questions in this video. Let's start with the first question, friends. This is the first question. And whenever you try to solve the question, so try to have appropriate ideas, guys. Try to connect small numbers with big numbers most of the time. When I see 9 with opposite segment, 82, 9 square plus 1, 81 plus 1, 82. Now, if you think about this way, 8 square plus 1, 64 plus 1, 65. So that is very simple as it is the first question. That is option D. Let us go for the second question, friends. Yeah. 4, 9, 28 missing term 599. Here there is no full circle. It is the randomly figures is given, right? So, and the elements are increasing when it comes from 4 towards 599. I mean, when I take in the clockwise direction, the numbers are increasing in fact. And somehow you can think in terms of product, friends. How do you think? 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9. 9 3s are 27 plus 2, 29. You did into 3, sorry, into 2, into 3, next must be into 4. You added 1, 2, next you must add 3. So 29 fours are how much, guys? What is 29 fours? It is 116 plus 3, 119. And next if you do into 5 plus 4. So everything is into 2, into 3, into 4, into 5. And adding 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get 599. And it perfectly matches. The missing term is 119. And that is how you can solve the question quickly. Let's go for the next question. Yeah. Now, this is one fantastic question that I can say. There exists so many logics in this. Have fun with this. Okay. Somebody, if anybody have a good idea about Fibonacci series, if you have gone through my videos on number series questions, you must heard about Fibonacci series. What do you mean by Fibonacci series? The sum of two terms will give the next term. I mean, if I have 1 and 2 are first two terms, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8. Next, 5 plus 8, 13, 8 plus 13, 21, and so on. This is the meaning of Fibonacci series. If anybody have this idea, you can see here, friends, 3 plus 5 is 8, 5 plus 8 is 30. 13 plus 8 is 21. 21 plus 13 is 34. But 34 is not present. So when I think in terms of full circle, it doesn't give any sense. Then what you do here? And when you have a careful observation, friends, if you think about opposite elements, opposite pair, 3 into 4, 12 plus 1, 5 into 4, 20 plus 1, 8 into 4 plus 1. I mean, when I take opposite pairs, so 3 into 4, 12 plus 1 is 13. 5 into 4, 20 plus 1, 21. 8 into 4 plus 1, 32 plus 1, 33. So missing term is 33. Sometimes, depends on options also, we need to think carefully. And that is what you must focus, right? We'll have 2-3 varieties on this. Let's see. I am not stopping here. We'll extend this discussion. So let's see the next question, friends. Okay, now question number 4. If you think in terms of Fibonacci series, let's see what will happen. 3 plus 5, 8. 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 8 is 21, but number little changed. That means question is not wrong. Question is correct only. That means Fibonacci series doesn't work here. Then how do you think, guys, here? Any idea, anybody? If you think in terms of like 3 into 2, 6 minus 1, 5. 5 into 2, 10 minus 2, 8. 8 into 2, 16 minus 3, 30. 13 into 2, 26 minus 4, 22. 22 into 2, 44 minus 5, 39. But 39 is not there in options, which means is the question wrong? No, question is correct. That means there is some other logic that you must think of it. Okay, so with this logic, you are not able to get the answer. Then what you do? Think in terms of opposite. When you think in terms of full circle, it is not giving logic right. So think opposite, guys. Think opposite pairs now. Let us see what will happen. Now there might have a small change in this logic. Let's see. How do you produce the number 13 from 3? So friends, if I do 3 into 4, 12 plus 1 is 13. Now in this, when I take this way, so 5 into 4, 20 plus 2, this is 22. So into 4, 1, into 4, 2. Next, what you can do? Into 4, do the same thing, friends. 8 into 4, 32, then add 3, because you are adding 1, 2, 3. 8 4 is 32 plus 3, 35, and that is the options. So we have to change our thought process. Depends on options. Sometimes here is one such example. So let's go for question number 5. We can make some more changes to this question number 5. See, guys, same numbers, but I change the options. So in the previous way, I did one of the full logic, right? What is that logic, guys? 3 2s are 6 minus 1, 5. 5 2s are 10 minus 2, 8. 8 2s are 16 minus 3, 13. 13 2s are 26 minus 4, 22. So 22 2s are 44 minus 5. 44 minus 5 is 39. That perfectly matches. So in this way, the same set of numbers can have so many logics. So that's the reason missing numbers plays a very crucial role, and many people will commit mistakes by exam pressure. So due to so many reasons, right? So let's go for question number 6 now. Yeah. So 24, 6, 8, 12, 5, 20, 15, then what? First, think in terms of full circle. Do you have any symmetry in terms of full circle? No. Then what is the other logic I said? Think in terms of semicircle. Friends, if I make a semicircle here, if I make a semicircle like this, what is sum of numbers in upper row? So 24 plus 6, 30, 38 plus 12, 50. What is the number in the bottom row, bottom semicircle? 15 plus 20, 35, 35 plus 10, 40. And to get sum of numbers as 50 as the upper row, I mean the sum of numbers in upper row, I mean upper semicircle and below semicircle is same. So to have the sum of numbers in below semicircle as 50, you must add 10. So option A is correct. And somebody may come up with one more logic. One more logic is that somebody may give this logic as well. The logic is 15 into 8, 120. 6 into 20, 120. 24 into 5, 120. 12 into what is 120? So 12 into 10 is 120. Even that logic will give the same answer, and the logic is, and the answer is 10. So many people will come up with many logics, but make sure that the answer is unique. Don't go for ulta-balta logics, some scrap logics, right? So this is the one genuine way of solving the question. So let's go for the next question, number 7. Yeah. So 3, 8, 4, 15, 2, 3, 5, then missing term. So take a minute time. Think of it carefully. If not, you can think about this carefully. So friends, when I say full circle, do you have any full circle logic? No. And somebody may think about something like this, guys. They might think the moment when I see 3, 8 combination, so they may take segment, pair segment logic. So this is a pair segment, and this is a pair. So friends, this is 3 square minus 1, 9 minus 1, 8. So 4 square minus 1, perfectly satisfies. So 2 square minus 1, 5 square minus 1, 25 minus 1, 24. And by mistake, 24 is not there. So do you think options are wrong? No, options are correct only. Then if this pair logic doesn't satisfy, guys, what I told you, the flow is, what is the logic? What is the priority of logics? First full circle, then semicircle, then pair segment, then opposite pair segment. This is how I told you, right? So if you are directly going to pair segment before going to semicircle logic, even if 24 is there, okay, let us replace 14 with 24. Do you think this 24 is correct now? No. Why? Because first of all, the priority is to take the numbers of full circle, then semicircle. So let us try to have a logic in terms of semicircle, if there is any logic or not. Friends, if I take a semicircle, what is sum of numbers in upper row? 3 plus 8, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 15, 30. So the sum of numbers in upper semicircle is 30. Let us try to see whether you exist, whether you form such logic or not. So here 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. To get sum of numbers in the below semicircle is as 30. For 10, you must add 20. So if question mark is replaced with 20, you will get sum of numbers in upper semicircle is same as sum of numbers in below semicircle. So now tell me, if both 20 and 24 is there, which one will tick mark? You have to tick mark option C. Because the sequence says to give the priority first for full circle, then for semicircle, then only go for pair circle. In case if 24 is not there, then you can go for 20. Sorry, in case if 20 is not there, then you can give the priority for 24. Right? Okay, let us see the next question. I hope that you can better understand if we discuss this in the next question. So here, guys, 20 is correct because the sum of numbers in upper semicircle is 30. So same, the sum of numbers in below semicircle should be 30. To have that, the missing number should be 20. Now, what I mean to say is that, let's see here, question number 8. Now, same question. I replaced 20 with 24. Now, your logic will make sense. That is 3 square minus 1, 4 square minus 1, 2 square minus 1, 5 square minus 1. Because when I take the sum of numbers in upper semicircle and below semicircle as equal, 20 is not there. If semicircle logic fails to satisfy, fails to satisfy means if option is not there, then you will go for pair segment, and that is option C. So please be careful, the sequence of priority, guys. Sequence of priority is very important in this kind of question. Now let's see question number 9. Okay, as I told you guys earlier, if both 20 and 24 is there, you have to give the priority for 20. What is the priority of options? I told you, you have to give the priority for semicircle. So that's the reason you should go for 20. Anyhow, that we discussed. So let us go for question number 10 now. Now some fantastic questions slowly comes into picture. So the questions we discussed so far is one level, and level is going to change from this question. Be mentally prepared for it. Friends, now these are segment based questions. Semi-segment, better to say. So here there is a segment. The other segment is there. This is semi-segment, we can say. How do you generate the number 14 by using 6 and 2 combination? Is the logic. How do you generate the number 33 from 9 and 3 combination? So if you have a careful observation, friends, if you have a careful observation, what is the difference of 6 and 2? Difference is 4. 4 square is 16. If I subtract the smaller number out of 6 and 2, 2 is smaller number, right? If I subtract that, 14 you got it. So take the difference, square it, subtract the small number. Now 9 minus 3 you must write here. 9 minus 3 you should write. And what is the small number out of 9 and 3? 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 square is 36. 36 minus 3, 33. That perfectly satisfies here and here. So now do the same thing in the third diagram, guys. Here, 7 and 4 difference. And subtract the small number. Small number is 4, right? So 7 and 4 difference is 3. 3 square is 9. 9 minus 4 is 5. Satisfies. So do the same thing. So 11 minus 5 is 6 square, 36. And you must subtract the small number. Small number is 5 out of 5 and 11. So 36 minus 5 is 31. So the missing term is 31. And that is option C. Right? So very, very good question. Go for the question number 11. Again, semi-segment based question, guys. So in the previous question, we have taken difference of numbers and squared it. Now we'll make a small change to this. I request you guys from question number 10, pause the video. You try to solve. If not, you watch this and try to see the time taken, how much time that you are spending on each of the questions. And that way you can improve your thought process, friends. So friends, if I take 5 square and 7 square, that is 25 and then 49, the sum is 74, right? So I'm taking sum of squares of numbers in semi-segment, right? Okay, let us try to have another observation. So 8 square plus 4 square, let us see. 8 square is 64, 4 square is 16, and the sum is 80. Here, 10 square plus 6 square, right? So 10 square plus 6 square. So 100 plus 36, and that is 136. Now, how do you generate the numbers 37, 20, 34? So to get that, take the difference of these two. Difference is 2. Difference is 4. Difference is 4. So you got sum of squares, right? So divide the sum of squares with the difference. Here difference is 2, right? So 74 by 2 is 37. And that is what you got it here. So now sum of squares of this paired segment is 80. What is the difference, friends? Difference is 4. If I divide sum of squares with the difference, that is 20. And that is 20. Here, sum of squares is 136. The difference is 4. If I divide with this difference, the difference is 34. Perfectly matches. So apply the same logic for the fourth segment. That is 4 square plus 6 square. 4 square is 16. 6 square is 36. The sum is 52. Then by what number you need to divide? You need to divide with the differences. What is the difference here? 4. Sorry, difference 6 minus 4. Difference is 2, right? So 52 by 2 is 26. And that is option B. So as I told you, gradually will increase the difficulty level. See, some fantastic questions are yet to come in this discussion. So let us go for question number 12, friends. Yeah, another paired segment question. 6, 4, 70 in one segment. 9, 3, 36 another segment. 3, 10, 37 in the left bottom segment. 5, 11, then what? Pause the video, try, if not watch this. Now, what is a 4 cube, small number cube? 4 cube is 64. If I add other number, 64 plus 6 is 70, right? Yes. Yes or no? Here, small number cube. This segment is done. We got 70 perfectly. Now, for this segment, 3 cube is 27. Add the big number. So 27 plus 9, the sum is 36. Yes, satisfies. Now do the same thing for the left bottom segment. 3 cube is small number plus 10. So 27 plus 10, that is 37. Then do the same thing here. You need to take the cube of big small number and then add the big number. So 5 cube is 125 plus 11. 125 plus 11, 136, and that is option B. Sometimes if this doesn't satisfy, then we need to think opposite segment as well. I mean 6 and 4 with this combination, 9 and 3 with this combination. Those questions comes into in the future videos as well. Nothing to worry. We'll make sure that all questions will be covered in this. Let's go for 13th question now. You have another fantastic question, friends, here. 4, 5, 9, 60, 120 basic term. If you think in terms of full circle, it doesn't make any sense. Then if you take even semicircle, some numbers comes into one semicircle and you cannot make any big logic here. Then if you think in terms of cubes, having a good knowledge on cubes will give the answer quickly, guys. If you take 4 cube, and subtract 4. 64 minus 460. So when I think in terms of this block, opposite pair, opposite pair, opposite pair, it will result, will give a fruitful result. So 5 cube is 125 minus 5. 125 minus 5, 120. So do the same thing. 9 cube minus 9. 9 cube is 729. 729 minus 9 is 720. And that is option D. Right? So see the beauty of the subject, friends. It is very good and it will helpful for brain improvement, brain exercise like, right? Next, 9, 14 on the top, 8, 7 on the bottom, 70 in the middle. How do you produce the number 70 by using these combinations is very important. First of all, you need to think about arithmetic operations. So what is 9 into 14? So 9 into 14 is 126. What is 8 into 7? 8 into 7 is 56. What is the difference, friends? Is the difference 70? So the product of the numbers on the top minus the product of the numbers in the bottom will give the middle number. So do the same thing. 14 into 10 you must do first. 14 into 10 is 140. 9 into 8 is 72. So what is the difference? 68 is difference, right? And that is option C. So let's go for question number 15 now. Yeah. One beautiful question, one fantastic question I can say. So 9, 8, 5, 89, 71, then what? And surprisingly, the opposite elements are big in version. So it is a opposite segment logic, guys. Opposite segment logic. There are different versions for it. Different people may think in different ways. Somebody may think 9 square is 81 and 9 minus 1. 81 plus 8, right? So 81 plus 8 is 89. And somebody may say this logic even. This is one of the logic. So 8 square is 64. 8 minus 1. So 64 plus 7, that is 71. And somebody may write the same process. 5 square plus 5 minus 1. So 5 square is 25. 25 plus 4 is 29. So 29 is correct answer. There is no doubt. But if you think one more way, what is that? N into n plus 1 minus 1. Seems to be tough, right? Let us make it easy. What is the next number for 9? 10, right? So 9 into 10, 90 minus 1, 89. What is the next number for 8? 9. 8 into 72 minus 1, 71. What is the next number for 5? 6. So 5 into 6 minus 1, 30 minus 1, 29. So I think this is an easy way to think. So even our thought process is different. Our destination should be same. Answer should be same, guys. So let's go for the next question, number 16. Yeah. Another fantastic question is here. 8599. How do you think this then? How do you think this then? How do you generate the number 58? Okay, if you think something like opposite numbers product, 8 nines are, what is 8 nines are? 8 nines are 72. What is this number sum? 9 plus 5. So 9 plus 5 is 14, right? And friends, if you take this difference, the difference is 58. That perfectly matches. So do the same thing. You are multiplying the numbers in this perspective. You are multiplying the numbers in this perspective. So take the product in this perspective. So 9 into 11. So 9 into 11 is 99. And from this 99, you have to subtract the sum of these two. 9 plus 8. So what is sum of 9 and 8, guys? 9 and 8 sum is 17. So this difference is 82, right? If you take the difference of these two, this is 82. So there are so many ways of thinking. I just thought to put all such ideas in front of you. So that's the reason we are making a little lengthy video. So please be cooperative. Let's go for question number 17. Yeah. 9, 6, 9 and 3. You can make a little change to the above idea. What is 9 into 6, friends? 9 into 6 is 54. What is the bottom numbers product? 9 into 3, that is 27. The sum of top numbers and bottom numbers is 81. I mean, better to say the sum of product of the numbers on the bottom and top. Sum is 81. So do the same thing. Let us try to check this here, whether it satisfies or not. So 5, 6 are 30. And here the product is 9, 3s are 27. And the sum is 57. What if the answer is not there? So if the option is not there, many people will feel the question is options are wrong. but options are correct. If options are not there with this logic, let us try to make a small change in the thought process. What is the thought process we did? We multiplied the numbers on the top and the bottom. Let us multiply the numbers in diagonal wise. I mean, opposite numbers wise if you multiply. So let us see what will happen. So 9 3s are 27. Here 9 6 are 54. Even that will give the same result 81, right? Because of the numbers combinations, you are getting such ideas, guys. Even the sum of diagonal product is also same. Do the same thing here. Let us check whether it satisfies or not. So 9 into 5, 45. 3 into 6, 18. And the sum is 63. 63 is there. So don't feel the options are wrong, guys. Options are correct. Sometimes, very few cases, we may do typing errors, but the question setters are very, very brilliant. They don't do mistakes. So if one logic is not there, so try to think in other logic wise. So understood how it is 63, why it is not 57? Because options are not there. We try to go for some other logic. Okay, let's go for the next question. This is one beautiful question, friends. One on a very, very, very good question. And this kind of ideas we already discussed in matrix based actually. Friends, when I multiply 7 and 4 in this segment, let us take semi-segment. So 7 4s are 28. If I subtract 7 plus 4 from this, what is 28 minus 11? Is it 17? Do you remember? This is the first variety, the very beginning question that we discussed in the first video. If you missed, watch that once. So whatever the ideas generate, those comes from our previous discussions, friends. Don't miss any video. Now, what is the product of these two? 8 into 4 is 32. If I subtract 8 plus 4 from this, 8 plus 4 is 12. The difference of 32 and 12 is 20. Perfectly matches. So go with some other number here. So 3 into 11, 33 minus 3 plus 11, that is 14. The difference is 19. Perfectly matches. So do the same thing here. Friends, you have to multiply the numbers first of all. So 6 into 7 is 42. I think I made a small typing error. We'll correct this, guys. So both options are made the same. So 6 plus 7 is 13, right? So if I take the difference, this is 29. So let us correct one of the option C as 29, and 29 is correct. We made a small typing error. So 29 is correct. Let's see one more question, one more fantastic question from our collection. Yeah. So 15, 12, 3. We have three different figures then, small numbers. Friends, the sum of these two is 27. Sum of these two is 72. If I divide this by 9, 27 by 9 is 3. 72 by 9 is 8. The sum is 170. Divided by 9, this is 13. So the involvement of external number, that is divided by 9 is external number involvement. So option B is correct. So in this way, you can have 19 fantastic questions from this discussion. And we are not stopping circle-based questions with this. We have extension to this. Quiz cubes also we'll try to have. So thank you so much again for watching this video and for being here. Subscribe to our channel Learn QA and LR and click on bell icon to get all live notifications. And in the description of the video, we will try to give the links for all topics that we did so far. You can have glance at those videos once again. So thank you so much, friends. Have a nice day. Keep learning, keep inspiring, and best wishes for all your competitive exams. Thank you so much.